Hey, everybody. It's Sara Oehler and the wonderful and talented Danielle Wickes. And we have a great show planned for you today. How are you doing, Danielle?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
Good. I got my tea. I went and made my Be Kind mug tea
Oh,
and pep myself up for round 2 of the day here. And I've got all my beads out and I'm excited to see what we end up making today. I loved seeing all the projects that you posted earlier that use all the beads that we have here.
I had a lot of fun. I think I had a pre-beading party.
I see that. Yeah. You're more of a planner, I think. I'm more of a like fly by the seat of your pants kind of a gal. Will you show us what you have on your beading table there, some of the projects, and then show us the one that you plan on demonstrating today?
Oh, I could demo any of them, but the one that really started it all was the one that was inspired by the cover of your book.
Oh, yeah, that was made by Kristen. So Kristen and I wrote a book called Seed Bead Revolution, over 5 years ago. And we wrote it right before I moved from Arizona to California. And I don't know if I just felt it in my bones because I didn't know we were moving for good. I thought we were coming here temporarily. But I don't know if I felt it in my bones because I really pushed her. I was like, we have to do this book before I leave for the summer. And we did. And it was really fast paced, very big project for the two of us. You can still buy it on Amazon. That's where Danielle found it. Danielle. It's published through Amazon. So you just search Seed Bead Revolution. Kristen made that design in a turquoise color, I think. And it's on the cover of the book. Do you have the book there? I don't even have it.
I was just thinking I should have brought that up. The design was called Aloe Vera.
Yes.
And it had like the green and blues, like you were saying. It was really gorgeous. And the pearl was, I totally copied the way she put the pearl in the center. And
it's awesome. I love seeing it in a different colorway. All of the designs that we did in that book, we did in 2 colorways. Because she did her design first and wrote the instructions. And then I think I remade it with her instructions to edit the text because I did the editing. So if anything's wrong, that's my fault. I did the editing by remaking it. And so you can see all of the designs in 2 colors. I'm trying to think what her second colorway was on that. There was the turquoise and like green, which is on the cover. What is the other one? Maybe blue, like dark.
I think it was a blue. I think there was a blue in there. It was almost like a navy going from memory. I should have brought that up.
That's a way back machine in my head.
There's a lot of great projects in there. There's
thank you.
It's inspired, and there's also little technique tips.
Mm-hmm.
I see Sue is saying she has the book and love it. Yep, me too.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then we have a lot of hellos. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Lydia. Hey, Terry. It's so good to see all of you. Thank you for being here with us today. If you haven't noticed, I have a couple things up front I want to talk about, and then we'll get into the project with Danielle. And I'm going to make that same project, but I'm going to put a spin on it. So I'll tell you about that as well. But right up front, it's takeover time in the Great Bead Extravaganza. I believe Kate Richburg is taking over today from beadshop.com. After this video, please go over to the Great Bead Extravaganza Facebook group and give Kate all of your love on all of her posts today. Look and see what she's up to. I haven't had a chance to look too closely. I saw she did 2 videos today, so there's probably some great content in there because Kate is just one of the best jewelry making teachers around. So make sure you check that out. Also, we started a new sale today. I think it's buy 2 trios, get a free magical crimping plier. So if you've been looking at those magical crimping pliers and wanting a pair, they normally run you between $20 to $22. We'll give you one for free if you buy 2 of our trios, and you get to pick which 2 trios. So you can find that at softflexcompany.com. And we have some new beads. So I'm going to go down to my my workstation here, and then I'll flip back over to you. Okay. Is that okay, Danielle?
Yeah, totally.
Awesome. So Danielle is an ambassador for John Bead. What do we call
At the moment, I'm a content creator and
content creator? Okay. So she's a content creator for our friends at John Bead. John Bead is a distributor up in Canada and soon to be coming to the US as a distributor as well, which will be nice when they are able to do that. But they sell wholesale. So a lot of things that you see, maybe in like a Joann's or a Michael's, you might see coming from our friends at John Bead, and you'll see their little logo on their beads. But all of the beads that we have today that Danielle sent me, you can find in her Etsy shop. So I've got a mixture here of both Danielle's beads that she sent me, like these beautiful pearls in 2 different styles. She's got some great Superduos. And you guys, these are huge bags of Superduos. I dumped a little out. Are you selling them like this? Or are you selling them in little bags, Danielle?
I actually put them in a 22-gram tube for my shop, but they're available like that from John Bead.
I mean, I was like, whoa, think of all the things I can make with this huge bag of Superduos. I don't think I've ever had so many in one color. So she sent me a few different colorways. I'm going to use the blues today because I noticed that she was using the beautiful purples and pinks, which you can also check out in her shop. She sent me these great, what would we call these? Chevron beads?
These are cornelian star beads.
Oh, they're awesome.
They're a size 2 seed beads. So they're a big bead, like almost like a 6 millimeter.
And then how do you sell these?
I have them in bags of 25. In wholesale, they come in bags of 100 grams.
Yeah. So she sent me every color of the rainbow. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that today. I have a project in mind with that too that I may or may not do here with you guys. And then there's these adorable little stars that I plan to mix into that project. So before I get going though, we have new beads on our website, softluxcompany.com. We added these great new table cut rectangles in 5 colors. If you buy them as a bundle and get all 5, you will get 30% off, or you can buy them individually and just pick and choose which colors you want. But I suggest the bundle because they're really, really pretty. Every color is great. And then we added 2 colors in, I think these are 4 millimeter fire polish in a red and a gray. And then we added the copper findings. You guys just told me last week I should get the copper. So I did that. And guess what? I'm going to use it today. So instead of making a ring like Danielle is going to do,
I'm
going to make my fringe off of this great desert piece. And I'm going to use the copper one since I haven't used it yet. So these are from Tierra Cast. They are brand new. They just came out with these for their Tucson launch. We now have them in silver, gold, and copper. And I plan to use the copper one today. We added the Longhorn charm in copper. We added the Longhorn button in copper. And then we added the copper spacer beads too. All brand new items that Tierra Cast just launched. So we're excited to be carrying them. I don't think a lot of people are carrying these items, strangely enough. So we're excited to have them here at SoftLux. And yeah, I'm planning on using this one today. I was thinking how fun that little design would be with the fringe hanging off of here and the turquoise colored beads. Could be super cute.
That is really clever.
Yeah, that's it for me. That's all my news. We have a live sale going right now. You can find that pinned at the top of our Facebook page. And it's in 2, so look for both parts. I saw you there yesterday, Danielle, nabbing a few things. I don't blame you.
I couldn't
Those
help
life
it.
skills are so fun because you never know what you might find.
For sure. Yeah.
All right, it's on to you. You go
On to
ahead
me. Oh, great.
and let
Well, I've
us
got
get started, and I'll
designs.
insert mine on my end.
Sounds good. Yeah. So I was thinking, yeah, demoing. I'll just talk through really quick what I did here, and then demo maybe this one. So I've got start with this one, which I'm actually really excited about how this came out. What I did is I took the 2-hole check twin beads, which were the ones that Sara was holding up earlier, and I emptied my bags into these little containers. These are our
Ooh,
storage.
those are handy.
I know. I love these. They are joy-filled storage line.
Mm-hmm.
They're awesome. I
Those
have them
are
all over the
really
house.
cool.
Super handy.
Mm-hmm.
And I use the way I store my beads is I just kind of like slide. I cut the bag. I cut the like label off the bag, and I just kind of slide it
Smart.
so I can see what's there, but still see my colors.
Yeah, that's really smart. So John Bead makes these color mixes. Is that specific to them? The three colors mixed together?
This mix, Ocean Breeze. Well, when it comes, it's in a factory bag from Preciosa.
Uh-huh. So maybe they do it for anyone. But I haven't seen it before except for from John Bead. So
yeah, I hadn't either. In fact, this was the first time I'd worked with twins. Was when I got started working with these, and I actually really like them. They are, if you compare them to a Superduo, they're a little bit smaller. They're not as big, so they're just a little more compact in design, and they're more round. They don't have that kind of like a pinched side that the Superduo does. They also have a larger internal hole diameter than a Superduo.
Ooh, that's handy for a soft flex person.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. Is like I can get 2 passes through these with fine. You have to kind of move it, but you can do it. And then, of course, when I do a lot of bead weaving, so for me, thread passes, I get an extra pass or 2 through on these. But I used this one called Ocean Breeze. I combined it with pearls. These are a 6.5 millimeter, like potato kind of pearl, I guess. Rice shape, not potato. Sorry, they're rice shape. And I just combined them by putting the twin beads on. So I just, and I also used the blue cornelian star. And those are, let's see, those are these, the ones that Sara had out, the same ones.
Cute. They're so cute.
And so I just strung them with 3 of the twin beads and then a cornelian star, alternated that with pearl all the way around. And it's just a basic.
Show them how you did the ends, because people are always curious about how, if you have more than one strand, how you're finishing it.
And in this case, it was just a single strand, but I do have one here where I used more than one strand. That might be cool to show. But this one, it's just a single strand that I did through, the basic way. But I loved the way that in your book you did the wire wrapping here. The way that the wire comes up around the side of the pearl and then it goes around. So I copied that and then I threw some twins on the side.
Awesome.
So that book was really inspiring to me. I got more than a few ideas just from just glancing through, and then the more I read, the more ideas I got.
I love to hear that. That's the great thing about jewelry making books, is they never really go away. Like even if I haven't looked at it in a long time, I was looking at my shelf just yesterday. I was in the office for the live sale, and Cynthia Thornton's book from Bring Girl Studios just popped out of the shelf in my eye, and I stopped and I looked at it and I was like, this book is just as inspiring today as it was probably 6 or 7 years ago when she came out with it. It's so good.
That is so cool. Yeah. I need to get that book. I don't have that one. That's my next one. I'll go get it.
Yeah, I love her books, and then I really love Heather Powers' books too for inspiration. So I feel like they go the extra mile in not only having jewelry designs, but just the way that they look at the world is so magical. So it's really fun to get a peek into their brain through their book.
So true. Yeah, that's exactly what I love the books for that reason. Let's see. So there's a couple more here that I thought were kind of cool ideas that I was just going to share This one, I have 3 strands going in this one.
Hmm.
And these are the purple carnelian star. And then I use the purple mix, which is called mixed berry. And I took 3 strands together. What I did on one end was I folded one end through. So I took the strand and put it through the lobster claw. And then I took another strand and kind of just put it into the crimp. Crimped it, trimmed the end over here for the single. And then I had 3 strands coming through. These have a really large hole diameter. You can see how big they are. So I had no trouble getting those on. And then when I came over here, I would put 4 twin beads on each strand for this little cluster.
Oh.
Going around and around there. And then when I got back to this side, I had 3 strands that I had to deal with. So I used your trick. And I crimped all 3 of them with the first crimp.
Mm-hmm.
Trimmed one. And then did the loop around one where one comes through and goes this way. And then I crimped it here.
Yeah.
And yeah. And so I thought that was kind of neat, the way that and that is a trick that I've seen you guys do before. And I definitely learned that from you.
Yeah. If we have to get that extra strand and we can't, we will definitely do something like that. Like we need this extra strand.
And you don't really see it because the crimp, it just kind of slides into that bead. And so it just goes away. I don't even notice it there. And then this, yeah. And I made a little charm to cover it. Same thing I did before. I was really into making those. I love doing that.
That's awesome. Little charms on the end just make it feel more finished, I think.
They do. I always have to put something like that. And I have been putting my little stars on the ends.
Cute.
Cuties from and so these are in my shop too, but you can also get them from artbeads.com. If you're
those are so cute.
Yeah, and if you're on their site, you'll see they have more of them than just stars. Like they have a bunch. Flowers and bees and dragonflies and little pineapples and flamingos and cool stuff like that.
My kindergartner keeps asking me for the colors of the rainbow.
Oh yeah.
She makes rainbows, but she can't quite remember the order of the colors. And so when I saw those, I was like, oh, I should make her a bracelet. Exactly. So that she has it, she can just wear it, and then she can remember what the colors are. So I think I'm going to do that. Make both girls a little bracelet with all the colors.
Oh, cool. Yeah, this is one of the first things I did with it. Was I thought that would just be so fun, and I love that there's a black one because that one is so cool for like just like a gothic feel or with like a pink.
Mm-hmm.
I always love to combine black with pink, and then also it's just really pops with copper, and then of course there's another little rainbow that I did.
Cute.
And that's just another one that's a basic stringing. And last but not least, this was my favorite. I made a wrap. And
that one's really cool.
Got the 2-strand trick going at the end where you have to terminate 2 strands, but it's the same thing I did on the other one with just one less strand. And I did a really good job of putting it on. So I can't get it on. But it's just running through each of the twin beads here. You can kind of see where
they look great. Yeah, I called them Superduos at the beginning. I didn't even think that they were something different. They look so similar. But now that you do, I do see the difference. And they are a little bit smaller, maybe a little bit more like a mini duo.
A little closer, yeah. They're kind of like medium duo in that way. I feel like. But they're definitely interchangeable with Superduo.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. They were just something neat where the colors there's a new unique colors that I hadn't seen before in the Superduo lines that really caught my eye. So I just had a lot of fun just playing. I just got my soft flex out and I just started going to town with stringing stuff. And
it's fun to see all the different things that you can do with soft flex. And
yeah,
when you intermix it with different products like seed beads and I love these big hole beads too, and all the different colors. That gives a lot of opportunity to play around.
It does. It's so fun. I get really excited about a bead that you can use in multiple strand designs because those are hard to find.
Yeah. Well, are you going to show us the necklace, or should I show it on my end? What would you like to do?
Yeah, you know what I was thinking, since you've got a finding, maybe the tassel part's the same for either. But if you want, I can just really quickly show the way that it's expertly described in your book already, the way that this was made.
Mm-hmm.
And okay. I just used, I don't remember where I got this. This is just a mandrel that I had, but I think you guys have mandrels on your website, right?
We don't.
You don't?
We need them, but we don't have them.
I think you could use almost anything, right?
You
just
do,
anything,
yeah. I think Kristen used like a medicine bottle or something.
Oh, that works too. Yeah, so I could do that, or if one of these bracelets jumped out at you and you want me to demo that, I could do that.
Well, go for the necklace. I'd like to see it, and then I'll continue making it on my end too, and we'll see how it turns out. How many of the twins are on there? I can't recall.
Oh, well, I strayed a little bit from the original design, and I made them about, let's see, my longest strand, I made it, so there's 5 plus 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I put 18 as my longest one, and then I just took off one bead each.
Sure, that makes sense.
Going out to the end.
Okay.
So let's see. I'm going to grab some wire. I'm going to do, I was debating between antique copper or, I did gold before, so I'm not going to do gold again. Let's do.
Copper's hot right now, so I hear.
Copper's really hot right now. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. You're so right. And then as far as how much to cut, I always overdo it. I always cut too much, but.
That's a teacher thing, I think, because if you've ever cut too little and you're teaching, it's a real pain. So I always end up cutting too much because I'm like, it's better. And when you have more unlimited supplies, you tend to be a little more freewheeling with how much you cut.
It's so true, yeah. And all I did was just, I used one of those little nylon jaw pliers to just kind of, flatten it out. And then what I did is I took my mandrel, and of course any round surface would work, like we were just saying, but I just kind of started to roll it around. And it's just like in a circle. Yes. It helps pull
on. Saying that you have all the chakra colors there. If you want to do like a chakra inspired design.
Totally right. And that would be really beautiful too.
Hello, Catherine, you equally beautiful person.
Oh, hi, Catherine.
Beverly did have a question. She asked if you used the seed beads as spacers on the pretty bracelet that you just showed.
Let's see. On this one, I did. Those are some little tiny size 11 check seed beads that are in there.
You have those in your shop as well? Do you have any size 11 seed beads?
I, at the moment, do not, because they're everywhere. They're at all the other shops where you can just go get them. So
Art Beads would be like a good location to pick those up.
For the check seed beads, Michael's has them.
Oh, okay.
Michael's stores is. And, other shops have them too. Joanne's has ours, has our John Bead ones.
Speaking of Michael's, are you teaching those fantastic earrings that I saw at Michael's this week? They were like long and luscious and beautiful.
I am. Are you talking about these?
Yes, you guys, look at those.
This is a Celtic knot. I'm teaching this one on Friday at 2 p.m. Central Time. I always get the Central Times mixed up, but yeah.
So how does one, if they want to sign up for that class, how do they do so?
If you go to michaels.com/classes, you can find the link there. It'll be under their jewelry section.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's,
I think those earrings are so fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
And Tracy's asking, where can you get a tool like that? You know, I think you can get something like that at your Michael's or Joann's or Hobby Lobby. That's a pretty typical mandrel tool. I think you can probably even search for it on Amazon or your local bead store, but it's more of a crafter's mandrel. So I
Yeah,
would think a craft store is probably more likely to have it.
I do believe I got this at Michael's.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm usually there. I'm there a lot. So chances are that is where I got it, but it would have been a long time ago, like a super long time ago. And I've thought about upgrading them, to getting like metal ones, but
Mm-hmm.
I think, they work. They're pretty organic because you can't hammer it, right? But so there's
Mm-hmm.
just a little ring. And then I'm going to use these ends. I didn't make them long enough to cross over. So what I might do is just give it a little pull, make it a little tad smaller. It's going to be a mini one.
So the part that Danielle is making now is the part that I am using as the desert piece. So I'm just going to flip to my camera real fast so you can see I've already started my first section. And I'm going to keep adding to it. But you could also use the Tierra cast rings. They have like 1-inch rings and even bigger ones that we don't carry. But again, you can find maybe at like an Art Beads to make something similar. Or you can make your own organic craft wire version, which is what Danielle's doing, which is a lot of fun too. And I think Kristen did such a good job of making that because we didn't have all these fun Tierra cast findings back then. And so it's fun to see it come to life again.
It was just really inspiring. I don't make a lot of my own components because I am really spoiled with the Tierra cast stuff. And if I've got a Tierra cast component, I'll usually just go with that. I think I would have never thought of doing this if it wasn't for the cover that I saw, and it was just the ocean look. It had just such a ocean wave look to it.
Yeah, we struggled with which one to put on the cover. I feel like we might have even done a vote with like our Softflex people to decide.
Oh, really?
And that is the one. And I'm so glad that one was the one that won out because I think it's such a great design.
It really caught my eye.
Yeah. Well, that was the goal.
It worked. It totally worked.
That was certainly the goal. I would love to do a book again with Kristen. Now that I live in California, I wonder how much harder it would be to try to figure it out. But we did everything. We did our own photography. Kristen's a graphic designer, so she did all the graphics. The cloth that you see in the background of the pictures is cloth from my wedding, from
Really?
cloths that we used. Yeah, it was really such a personal project.
Oh, that's so awesome. I didn't know. See, this is all this great information that you got from getting to talk to the authors.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. It's awesome for me to hear.
Really fun. Anytime you get to work with one of your best buddies on a project is always good, right?
Oh, yeah. And I think you guys could totally do another one remote. Now that we've all learned this whole Zoom and, remote working thing, I feel like it opens so many doors.
Yeah, it's true. And I actually still go there because we have family there. So if we needed to do photos or something together, I could probably figure it out. But I don't know. Do you guys buy books still? I mean, I know you do, Danielle, obviously. But the rest of you, if you buy books, will you give us a thumbs up or a heart so I can see who's out there buying beading books still? And it's so interesting because we now live in a world with no beading magazines. And for the longest time, I would scour the beading magazines for different ideas and inspiration. You wonder how many people have turned to books, or does everybody just do video now? Well, I see a few hearts and thumbs up. So maybe a few Lois says she reads books all the time. Lydia says, yep, she does books. Well, that's good to know.
And of course, I will buy the book in a heartbeat.
Thank you. Thank you for supporting us. That's so sweet.
I'm trying to decide between colors. I wanted to do the light blue, but then I was thinking cobalt, so I'm torn. I'm sitting here debating it. Let's see what the cobalt would be good.
No worries.
Oh, I'm so torn about it. It does have kind of like an evil eye color scheme going here. Like, I like that. It's cute.
I do. Yeah, I like both of those colors. They're really pretty.
Well, maybe I'll go with trying to have a match to my bracelet, even though I think that one's my fave, but I've got that other bracelet to match, so we'll go with that one. And I'm trying to remember what I did. So this one is a little bit, I think I brought it to the middle. So the amount that I've cut here is, let me get a measurement. This is 6 inches. And it's probably more than I need, but I just, I went over. And I'm grabbing one of these pearls. I'm just going to bring it to the center. And then just bring up one side here. And I'm just wrapping around the top once and then twice. And then slide on one of these beads. And then grab some of the ocean guys. I just put the lid back on because I have this terror that I'm going to spill it.
Oh no, that would be so bad.
I would be very sad if I did that.
Those are the kinds of nightmares that beaders have at night when they're sleeping. All the beads have spilled and you can't quite pick them up.
You just can't find them. Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm going to go with, I don't remember if I did 3 or 4. I think I played with it to see what I liked. So I'm just picking up 3 or 4. Let's see. That's super cute. I love this wire because I can just wrap, and I don't really need to use a tool very much. So you can keep your artistry going there without having to work as hard, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty soft, but it does harden up as you work it, which is nice. So it's very useful. I just got restocked all of my gold craft wire, and I was super excited because I have been, for months, I've been doing videos and I'm like, oh, I wish I had the gold. And then I forget to say something to my coworkers to grab it, to make the order for me. And finally last week during my video, I just said, Thomas, you got to tell James, I need this gold wire. So I wouldn't forget again. And he had it on my desk for me when I showed up yesterday. So that was sweet.
You guys have an awesome team there.
Thank you. Yeah, we do. We really, I'm so proud of all the people I work with from the every corner of the company, from the spoolers and the packaging and the warehouse all the way to the owners and the marketing people. And we've got a really, I think, the best team we've ever had at Softflex right now. And that's nice.
Wow.
Really nice. Very reliable, great staff that generally cares about each other. So, that's nice too.
I have a really fun time when I get to work with you guys for the lives. It's really cool. And the way you guys do the the social media layouts, like with the pictures and everything, that makes me feel so special to see my photos. I love that.
Cute. I love all of Kristen's graphics. I think she's just so talented in so many ways. You know, originally she used to call herself the angry beater.
Oh
And
no.
she didn't really like beading. Most of it was because she's a little fumbly, I think. And so she would drop her wire and her beads would go flying. And
Aw.
so eventually we came out with bead stoppers. And I feel like that was kind of a game changer for her. And then I really pressured her. I feel like the book was the first big project where I was like, you need to make some jewelry. And then now she does her weekly show, and she's just, I don't know. She's so talented in so many different ways. So I feel very blessed to have been her work wife for all these years.
Yeah. Aw.
It feels weird to be doing her project without her today, but
I was just thinking that too. I didn't remember which one of, because you guys put your names in the designs, and I couldn't remember which one.
This is a Kristen design. She is, and I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but her son is an exceptional musician. I think he's a violinist, and he got a job playing violin for people on a riverboat. And so I think this was his inaugural time doing it. And so I think she was going with him today, and that's why she couldn't be here.
That is so special. No, definitely, she wouldn't want to miss that. That is so cool.
No, she is, her kids are very talented too. Very different, like all kids. You know, each one's very different, but they're very, very good, talented kids. They have a good mama, so.
Yeah, exactly. They got that talent from their mom.
Mm-hmm.
That is so cool.
What are your kids into lately?
Let's see. So my oldest, he's 8, and he really likes to make movies. So he uses, I don't know if you guys have heard of CodeSpark. Have you heard of it's on laptop and on iPad and things like that. But he creates his own, like, it's kind of like a video game, but it's interactive, so you can tap it and make choices. And so he makes these little movies in there, like choose your own adventure movies.
What?
Yeah. And he can record his own voice. And I guess you can do it like a safe sharing in the app where it's only like other kids can see it and stuff. So he can share his video and watch other kids' videos in there.
Ooh, my kids would love that. I'll have to get the name of it after so I can write it down. I can share it with you. My girls are in Girl Scouts, and we had like a robot engineering badge a few weeks ago, and they were so excited about it. So it's always good to get them going on things like that while they're excited about it, you know?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And he's getting more interested in, all different kinds of just writing his own computer code because of it. And it's a really good outlet for him.
Ooh, very nice. I mean, that's the way of the future. More computers, not less computers, right?
Yeah, it's already, I'm behind. I can't. So my younger boy, he's 6, and I don't know the passwords for their screen time on the iPad anymore because they kept getting it from me. And he's so tricky. He uses all kinds of, it's everything. He tricks me in tech. He tricks me in social engineering. He tricks me on every front. And so finally, my husband's like, I'm sorry, but I think it's best if you just don't know the password. Like, but I need to know the password. But after like the 3rd time that Alex got it from me, he's like, no.
Oh, so you've been locked out of the password?
Well, it means that I can't turn it back on for them when it times out either, so they get really mad. But he was going over there unlocking his brother's iPad too when it timed out. He'd go over and unlock it. And, how did you do that? And he's like, oh, Dad must have done it. And I'm like, I don't think so.
No. Yeah. You're so smart.
He's
Um,
well, he's like a little scary clever, so I have to like watch him.
we have a question about if you're using duo beads, and you are not. You're using check glass twins, right?
Yeah, hey Anna. Yeah, I am using these super fun check glass twin beads. They are super similar to both Duo and Super Duo, but they're just a little bit different. And just a cool spin on a 2-hole bead that you can. Yeah.
And then I saw another one. Brittany said, could you string this design on the hoop component with seed beads instead of super duos?
I think so. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. The super duos or twins, I think, are just a little different. You know, they just offer kind of a spin on a seed bead, but you could totally use a seed bead as well if you wanted to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tracy says that Kristen's posted a few things on her profile, I think, and it looks awesome. And Lydia said she mentioned it on Monday, so that's good. I didn't spill the beans. Kimberly was asking what gauge wire is this again that you were using to make the hoop, I think, or the dangle, either one.
Oh, so for the hoop and the little charm dangle, I used 22 gauge, but the book calls out 20 gauge. And the design over here, this is the gold one. I did use 20 gauge for this one.
Okay.
But I wanted to go with this color, and this was the one I had in. It was in 22.
That's what we do. Yeah. That's what we do when we're jewelry makers. We're like, yeah, this is close. This will work.
It's definitely got a little more, stability to it in this, but I'm liking this. I mean, it looks like
pretty
it's similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then all I'm doing here is just crimping the bottom, and I'm just going to trim it. I like to leave a little tail like you guys did in the book. It's cute.
You absolutely can use super duos. You absolutely could use any 2-hole bead that you want. So you could use Tila's or mini Tila's too if you wanted to. It's just going to be come out a little bit different.
Yeah, and I think in your book you did have a Tila design. There was something in my memory about that.
Yeah, we had a few great Tila designs. We did one that I remember really clearly that was almost like a rug, the way that she had woven the wires through it. It was really, really interesting. One of these days I should get out all the projects because I'm sure I still have the samples and show all of them again because it's been so long. There's probably a lot of new folks who have never seen those projects. So who here has seen the Seed Bead Revolution book? And you can give me a thumbs up or a heart if you've seen the Seed Bead Revolution book. And that'll give me an idea if I should. Maybe I will grab that out at some point. Sue says it would be fun to revisit the older projects. Kimberly says, oh, Sara, please do. That would be fun. Christine hasn't seen the book. Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, it's just sometimes revisiting those ideas is not only helpful for you guys, but can be new inspiration for me and Kristen. Maybe we'll do a Seed Bead Revolution in coffee instead of coffee and craft wire and revisit our old projects. That would be fun. Oh, I love how this is coming out with the desert landscape. I'm going to have to click over after I get this one crimped.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. You inspired me with the copper color.
I love copper. And we've noticed copper is just selling very quickly. We had a kit for a Valentine party, And I was so surprised that the copper was the first one to sell through. So we had the same amount in every color. And usually silver, is typically the first. But in this case, it was copper. And then I think it was gold. And then I think it was silver. And I was just really, it was very curious. But I think it's first popular right now. So here's where I'm at. It's looking pretty good. I'm excited about it. Now I just have to decide what I want to do for my necklace portion. But you see a lot of people wearing earrings like this too, with the long drippy seed beads. So there are some great projects, and maybe even Tracy, if you're here still, you can post a link. There's some great projects from Tierra Cast using this component with seed beads to make an earring that I think would be a lot of fun to play around with soft flex instead of a thread. Maybe making it just a little shorter so it's not quite so long. But I'm going to use this as a pendant in this case. So it's pretty long. But I think there's some opportunity there for sure.
I love that. That is really beautiful.
Oh, Gail says she owns Seed Bead Revolution and she loves it. Thank you so much, guys. Yes, Nile did write the foreword. Yeah, that's right. And Nile, we asked Nile to do one project for the book as just like an extra bonus project. He did the most beautiful project, Danielle. When we got it, we were like, he outdid everything that we had done. We were like, we should put Nile's design on the cover.
Wait, it was intricate bead weaving in addition to being on the beading wire, if I remember correctly. It was like it was a stitch design. Yeah, he's a seed beater. Yeah. For sure he is.
His first book was Seed Beading with Soft Flex. That's how we first initially came in contact with him. And he has a beautiful first book, very romantic looking. I feel like it was like jewelry for the new romantic or something along those lines. And it has a lot of seed beading in it. Jacqueline is noting that Candy Cooper is the queen of big, beautiful earrings. I totally agree. Candy can whip up some amazing earrings very quickly. And I've noticed she's doing a lot more with seed beads, which is a lot of fun to see. Let's see. Beverly says, for long fringe earrings, what size seed bead do you prefer? I would say probably an 11. What do you think, Danielle?
I agree. Definitely an 11.
What did you use in yours, Tracy, for your Western waterfall earrings? Which one did you end up using? I'm going to flip back over to Danielle here. I would have never thought to put this new desert frame back into this design if you hadn't inspired me today, Danielle. So thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I always have so much fun on these lives. These are really, it's just beading with friends and you get so many great ideas and I look forward to it a lot.
Okay, so I see Tracy says that she uses size 11s as well for the earrings that she posted earlier. Sandy, you are too sweet. Thank you for that. I am a big, I like to laugh. That's where Kristen and I definitely bond. We like to laugh together. So thank you for that. I have to figure out what I want to do next here to finish off this necklace.
I was interested in the way that the book has the designs with the braided, and I even had the same color that you used in the book. It was the
bone.
Yeah.
That's what I'm using right now.
Oh, is that what you're using?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's such a good, here, I'll flip back real fast. It's such a good color because it mixes in very easily with just about anything. And
Oh,
so I had my quad colors here. So we just came out with a new quad, and bone is one of the colors in there. And I was like, oh, I could go get the turquoise. I could use the white, but the bone, I don't know. There's something about it that it's so neutral, and it's not as stark of a contrast as white. And
yeah.
it mixes into just any color palette so easily. It's a really fantastic color. It's kind of a beautiful cream color. If I could go back and rename it, I probably wouldn't name it Bone. I think Mike and Scott named it before I came along. I mean, it's fine. Bone's fine, but I think it's more of like a beautiful cream. Um, I don't know. I could think of a better name for it, I'm sure.
In the design, the way you've used it, it makes me think of like desert sand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was part of why I was like, I don't know about white. White's going to feel like snow, whereas this does feel a little more like it matches the desert landscape. Okay, what do I do? Get my wire out and decide
I
what to
love
do.
the colors in that quad. The blue with the sage. Is that like a sage green color?
Yeah, we call it fluorite, but yeah, it is like a sage, and it's really, really pretty. It's one of my. I had to fight to keep that color because we've discontinued a few colors, and that was one that was on the chopping block because it's a lighter color. It doesn't always stand out. I think when people are buying color, they kind of think of the bolder colors, but that color is so pretty. And it also mixes with a lot of things really easily. And so I put up a good fight for it, and it's still here.
I'm so glad you did. I love that color.
I was like, I'm not letting you go, Bo or Fluorite. You're oh man. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with turquoise.
That's such a good idea, the way you guys did this fringe.
Thank you. Yeah, that's all Kristen.
And there was a design in there that had some laddering. And it's something that I saw first in that book, and I've recycled that so many times.
Oh, good.
The idea of just kind of going through it
Yeah.
in a
Yep,
circle.
we do that a lot. Anything where the wire can kind of, I don't know, keep its natural round shape just works really well.
You can see the beautiful colors too in the wire, which I also like.
Yeah. Thank you. Trying to decide what I want to do. I have these great flower beads too, so I might try to work some of those in.
Can't go wrong with flowers. Those are the best.
Yeah, and these are part of that new launch from Tierra Cast as well. So they're like a desert flower, and they're just like little nuggets, and they're just adorable. I want to see if I can get those in. Do my own little spin on the top part here.
I had kind of a little renaissance with stretchy cord bracelets recently, and I was using those as knot covers, those beads.
Oh, good idea, because they have a big hole.
Yeah, and they're perfect even for like the if you're using one of the more durable ones, like it really hides the knot really nicely. I'm trying to decide if I should do 5, or I think I'll stop at 5 on this one because it looks so good. But I could go with
the blues are looking really beautiful.
I think you inspired me when you picked up the blue too. I'm like, oh, I like that.
Yeah. Well, anytime turquoise is an option, I have to admit I have a hard time turning it down.
Yeah, same here.
Everybody that watches me normally knows that. I can't turn down a good turquoise for anything.
Oh, yesterday's turquoise in the live, I was like, oh, man, I love it.
Gosh, there was so many good things yesterday in the live sale. The live sale is actually open through Thursday if anybody hasn't had a chance to go take a look. Some things, there were quite a few of them, so I'm sure there's still stuff left. And we always have people shopping all the way up through Thursday night and still claiming items. So if you want to check that out, you can find it featured in the Soft Flax Facebook group, or you can find it on our Facebook page. Not on YouTube, though. It's only on Facebook, unfortunately, but that's how we track all the comments and things. Let's see. Beverly says, I'm loving the idea of fringe earrings for spring and summer this year. Lots of color and movement. And this focal is so pretty, too.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, Gail. We don't have a kit reveal until the last Wednesday of the month. And I think this month it's March 30th. So, and we'll be revealing the Pastel Party design kit at that time. There are still some Pastel Party design kits left. So you have time to buy it now and still have it when I reveal the kit if you want to. There aren't many left. So there's a really big surprise with this next kit, and it's going to actually take us 2 Wednesdays to show it. So I'm going to do some beadwork on the first Wednesday, and then we're going to have a special guest who I will not name yet, who will be with us the following Wednesday to demonstrate the special item inside of the kit. And did you get my package, Danielle? Did it get to you?
You know what? I don't think it might be here today. I saw on my email that I was getting a package today.
Yeah, I threw a kit in there. I know you sometimes buy them, so I wasn't sure if you had already purchased it, but I figured whatever. You'll just have
I hadn't yet. Oh, thank you so much. I'm excited. Yeah. No, I hadn't bought one yet. I usually do, and I've been so swamped this month. I haven't been paying attention to stuff.
You sent me so many beautiful beads. I had to return the favor, so I sent you a kit and then a few other cool treats to check out.
Your kits are amazing. They're very inspiring. I love the color paletting that you
do. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how I'm finishing this off, if that's okay with you, Danielle.
Yeah, go for it. I'm still doing the same thing.
What I wanted to do on one side, so we're going to, let me switch back over here, and then I can show you the second side. So all I did was I took a long length of soft flax and I strung it through my desert landscape at the top. And then I put both wires through the, what are these called again? I don't know
are they cactus flower? Are they, gosh.
I mean the 2-hole bead, the twin.
Oh, the 2-hole beads. Those are twins. Those are twin.
And then the little beautiful cactus flower bead from Tierra Cast, and then a twin. And I kind of just went back and forth and then completed it with a 2x2 millimeter crimp tube and those magical crimping pliers, which you can get for free this week at softflexcompany.com by buying 2 trios. So now I'm going to do the second side, and I figured I would show you because it's a little tricky coming around on this side because you have to kind of think ahead. So the first thing I'm going to string is my 2x2 millimeter crimp tube, and I'm using the copper color to match all my other materials. So I'm going to string that. Then I'm going to go ahead and string a twin. I did beads, baubles, and jewels, I don't know, a few years ago. And I was doing a project with Superduos. And on that show, you're not allowed to say a name of a bead. And I could not stop myself from saying Superduo. And it was so frustrating because we'd have to stop and do it again and again and again. And I just, for whatever reason, and I had like some health issues going on at that point too. I think that was part of it as well. But I couldn't stop myself. And it was such a, what's the word I'm looking? It was such a humbling situation because here I was with all these like really hard hitting designers, like fantastic designers. And I just could not get my head around it. And so I'll always remember that was one of those moments where I was like, what am I doing? So now every time I see them, I'm like, Superduo. And now I'm like, oh, it's a twin. What?
Oh gosh, that sounds so stressful. Sorry, that sounds so, yeah.
Okay. It happens. And it was fine. And everyone was so lovely. And it just, I mean, if I'm being perfectly honest, what was difficult was, and this is like probably too much information, but I'm going to just go ahead and say it anyway, because I think it's good to be honest about the things that we go through. But I was trying to have a baby, and I had been trying for a while. It was before Jack, and I had been getting help from a fertility specialist, and they had given me this hormonal shot that I had to take that exact week for the first time. And so I was kind of a mess, like it was one of those situations. And I was with a lot of people where I wasn't really comfortable to explain what was going on. So it was just really, but I think like it's good to talk about it because it's good to recognize that people are always going through things and they're not always telling you what they're going through, and we just all have those days where things aren't perfect. So I don't know if you guys saw, but I strung all the beads on and now I'm going back through the opposite direction. I think I've been doing it off camera because I was busy talking.
Oh, you were okay. You were right there on the side. We could see it.
Oh, that's what we do at live beading parties. We spill all of our secrets. Oh, yes, Tracy was there. Oh, Tracy, it was awful. Beverly says, once you get something stuck in your head, it's hard to reboot. Yes, like a song. Yeah. I know. Yes. Wanda, poor Sara. Sorry, guys, my hormones are raging.
Wanda.
I am such a mess. Oh my gosh. But things like that you can't reschedule, and the timing you can't reschedule. So, but the good news is I did end up having my 2-year-olds, now 2-year-olds. Right after that, I got pregnant. So it worked, and that's the joyful ending to the story, I guess. It was all worth it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Even if in the moment it was like, oh, this is not good.
Oh, I'm sorry that you had to go through that though. It's really stressful, and it's something that, I don't know, it's a brave share too. So I totally appreciate it.
Yeah. Life is not always easy. And I think sometimes social media, especially, makes it look like it's always easy because we post our best moments, share our best moments, but life is not always easy. We're all going through stuff. There we go. What do you guys think?
I love it. I'm that.
So excited about it.
That is neat. I like the way you did it all with one strand. So it's claspless too.
Yeah, no clasp. I'm the queen of no clasp, if at all possible. I think Nila is the king of no clasp, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. This year for 2022, he has a bag of clasps behind him now. I was noticing.
Yeah. Oh, does he?
Yeah. So we always make sure and comment on it when he goes. Because I have a
Oh, that's
closet.
hilarious. He's so funny. Thanks, everybody. I love all your sweet comments. And yes, I agree. Be kind to everyone because you never know what
Yeah.
someone's going through. You never know why they're struggling, especially these days with,
Totally
so
right.
many people having been sick and having losing loved ones. And it's just, be kind.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
so true.
thank you. I see lots of nice comments. Let's look at Danielle's and take a look at where she's at too. This is looking amazing.
Oh, thank you. I didn't do my chain yet, but I think I was just looking at it to decide if I wanted to put more fringe. I tend to make mine not as. I'm wishing I made it more triangular,
Mm-hmm.
but I also like that it's just got more. It looks really full. I feel like
Uh-huh. It looks
so it's
good.
got some cool style going there. I do feel like I need to put two more, so one on each side. It's a little bit shorter.
Yeah. And you know what else you guys could do is you can add charms in between those strands of the twin
Oh,
beads. And, like if you wanted to add a really pretty flower charm or wanted to do a little angle, yeah, you could totally do that too to add a little bit of something else in there.
you're a
That's
genius.
awesome.
Oh my gosh, yes. Look, how cute. That's the greatest idea.
Awesome. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to get all my ideas from you from now on because that was a brilliant idea.
We're
Just to
going to
put
get
something.
all our ideas from you. It's a collaboration.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Like I'm going to definitely finish that with I can't decide if I want to do or if I want to do more little wraps like, with spiraling and stuff. So I'll have to play. Oh, that's so cute.
Kim says she was surprised at age 45 when she was blessed with baby number 5, who's now a junior in college. That's awesome.
That's cool,
super.
Kim. Aw.
My husband's still hoping for baby number 4, but I'm turning 43 in May, so I'm thinking it's pretty unlikely, but you never know. He's got his fingers crossed. He loves having new babies and he loves our kids so much. So,
Aw.
but
That's
I'm
so
like,
cool.
I don't know.
4 is a lot, but you know what? Some parents can do it, and so
Yeah,
I don't know about me if I could do it. Like I'd like to think I could handle anything, but there are days. I'm not gonna lie. There's definitely days.
Kim had 5, so you got to tell us all your secrets, Kim.
Yeah, for sure.
Keeping that going.
So true.
Yeah. Okay. Are you going to keep adding to this or?
Well, I feel like I still need to brainstorm. I'm going to share it when I finish it. I think I'll share like the finished like glamour photo maybe.
Okay, that sounds good. Oh, look how cute that is with the little stars hanging from it.
I'm liking this. That's cute. Thank you. All your inspiration there.
Oh, Karen's telling me there's still hope. She was 43 and now he's 23 years old. It happens. Yeah, it could happen. That's true.
Yeah, we just never know.
And we're seeing some folks saying how beautiful your design is. It's fun to take a design from a book, you guys, and then put your own spin on it. I'm going to come up to this camera here. Take the design and then put your own spin on it. Like you can change it up and make it your own. Change the colors, change the color of wire, and then just see what happens.
Absolutely. So true.
I see some more. Never say never. She got pregnant with her 4th at 42. Yeah.
You guys are going to scare my husband if he sees this. He's like, don't you get any ideas?
Oh, my husband's the opposite way. Yeah, total opposite way. It's like, please. I was like, maybe we should go through the closet and get rid of some of the baby stuff. And he's like,
no, just keep it.
I don't think so. Not yet. Yeah, we'll see. Well, this was so much fun. I always love spending time with you, Danielle. You're such an inspiration. You have so many good ideas. So
Oh, you do
thank
too.
you for that. And I'm gonna make a rainbow bracelet for the girls so they can remember the order of the colors of the rainbow, and they're gonna be so thrilled. So I'll post a picture of that too, when I get that together, and use some more of these great beads. I love the pearls. Pearls are super hot right now. We just did an article on pearls because Carrie and just like that was just wearing a single strand of pearls on almost every episode of the season. And she'd pair it with other things, but she almost always had this beautiful, just simple single strand of pearls on. And I'm just seeing them all over. So good choice.
Oh,
I'm
that's super
into
interesting.
it. Yeah, maybe Thomas can post a link to that article so he can share it because he wrote it for us. And then he just posted a new blog article today too, guys. If you didn't see it, about I think it posted today. We're kind of discussing back and forth whether to post it today because we have so much going on. It's about the show The Gilded Age, which is a period piece on HBO Max, and it just has fantastic costumes. And so he had pulled together, oh, he did post it. Thank you, Thomas. He pulled together some jewelry ideas that could be inspired from that show as well. So you'll have to check that out. Sherry, you did just miss it, but you can watch it on replay anytime on our YouTube channel or Facebook page. So don't worry. You'll still get to have all the fun with us. And, don't miss Danielle's class on Friday with Michael's. It looks like a really great class. So quick reminder to go over there and sign up for it. I
Thanks.
see Thomas is on it. He's on fire today. He posted
Thomas is good. Thank you, Thomas. I almost forgot. I have another one on Tuesday. On Tuesday, I'm teaching another class with the twin beads.
Go to just you. Ooh, look at that class, you guys. That
This
looks
one's
like
going to be, and this is not through Michael's. This is just a class that I'm doing for John Bead, and it's going to be Tuesday. You can sign up at blog.johnbead.com to join this one. So, and the same
say that website one more time.
Oh, it's blog.johnbead.com.
Okay. And that will be on Facebook or YouTube or Zoom class? Or?
It's a Zoom class on Tuesday.
All right.
You guys, we always post a recording too. So if you can't make it, there'll be a recording on the blog page. So
Wanda. Thomas is slinging links like he's working the breakfast rush at Waffle House.
I love Wanda so much. Hi, Wanda. It's always so awesome to see her comments.
Great. Kim wants to know what time your classes are, the one on Friday and the one on Tuesday.
The one on Friday is at 2 p.m. Central. And I believe the one Tuesday is also at the same time, the 2 p.m. Central time. And they're just two different places to sign up. This Friday is the michaels.com/classes, and then the Tuesday one is the blog link.
Awesome. That's great. It's so good to see you. Give your son a hug from us. And enjoy those classes. And everybody out there, don't forget to be kind.
Always.
We all need a little reminder from time to time. All right. Love to all of you. Have a great time. Don't forget to check out the live sale. You can find that at the top of the Softflex Facebook page or in the featured section of the Softflex Facebook group. Don't forget to check out the takeovers over in the Great Bead Extravaganza Facebook group and check out what Kate has been up to today. And Kay had a great design yesterday making dragonflies with Softflex craft wire. So don't miss that. And what else do we have going on? Buy 2 trios, get a free magical crimper, which I used today in my design. And then we have new beads. We have the new copper findings from Tierra Cast, and then we have some great new check glass rectangle beads. I was going to hold this one up, but it's they're in a bunch of different colors. A beautiful dark blue And then chartreuse, turquoise, and gray. They're pretty amazing. So go check those out as well. And all of that can be found at softluxcompany.com. If you're interested in the twin beads, the pearls, the little stars, any of the sweet, cute stuff that we use today, you can find Danielle on Etsy, right?
Yep, that's right. Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah. So look for Danielle Wickes on Etsy, and she has those in smaller packages than what you saw today, in a more, user-friendly size. If you need the wholesale size, if you're a bead store or you're looking to carry this kind of material and resell it, then you should get into contact with John Bead, and they will be the distributor for all of those Preciosa parts that we use today, and then the beautiful pearls and stars and whatnot. All right, I think that's it. Everybody have a great day. We love you, and we will see you next Monday. Kristen will be back for Free Spirit Beading, so check her out then. All right, bye, Danielle.
Bye.